Happy Saturday! I can't believe we're finally back to a Killing Time with Cozy Saturday. It feels like a very long time.
It's been a while, it sounds like.
Been a while. So, as you're coming in, let us know what you're reading. Storm, what are you going to be reading today?
I think I will probably do a chapter of the Penderwicks, kind of like I did last night, and then I don't know. I'm probably gonna read some more on Spineless. It's getting kind of cute, and
Cool.
I also need to work on the Natural Genius of Ants. I haven't finished it either. I've not really finished a lot this week. I've started a lot of books, but haven't finished a lot.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm going to be reading Much Ado About Nutmeg. It is, I think, the maybe sixth or fifth or sixth in the Pancake House series by Sarah Fox. And then I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I'll be close if I don't. We also didn't get to do the live last weekend. I was sick. So I say that because there was supposed to be a scavenger hunt pick. So if we want to, chat about that. And then next Saturday is the scavenger hunt pick. There's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Let me change this around. There we go. Next Saturday is the scavenger hunt for restaurants. So restaurant themed.
Which I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one or not because
Gotcha. Because you're not a fan of restaurant cozies.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. So, Sarah, what are you reading today?
Today, I am going to finish off the one I was reading yesterday, the If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy.
Are you enjoying it?
I am really enjoying it. It's super, super cute and fun. So,
awesome.
Yeah, get that done today.
Anita says, hello, everyone. I will be reading Fudging the Books by Gerber and writing a book review. Nice, Anita. Susan G. Hello, everyone. I'll be reading Comic Sans Murder by Paige Sheldon again today. Nice. Excellent. Cajun says, hello, all. Reading Honey Butter at the Hill. I like the title.
Mm-hmm.
An In Vermont Cozy Mystery Book 2. That sounds right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
I like the location. I like inns. That sounds really cute. Hey, Nadine. She says, good morning. She's a Zoni. She's an Arizonian. And we've nicknamed them Zonies. I'll be reading By Book or By Crook by Eva Gates, number 1 in the Lighthouse Library Mystery. Are you enjoying it? I really like that series. I'm 100% caught up in it. It's not like a favorite, but I think it's a good
it's one of those that's enjoyable, but
yeah. Hey, Stephanie, it's good to see you. Hi, gamer. Greenstick says, hello, everybody. I'll be reading Dracula during the first sprint. Excellent.
Nice.
Ooh. Stephanie said, I'm reading Cheddar Off Dead by Karina Moss. Are you enjoying it? I really want to get to that soon. I'm just trying to see if it comes out on audio. It's on Audible, though, which means it probably won't come out on audio for a while elsewhere. But we'll see. DeShannon, hi. I'm reading Shelton's Bookman Dead Style, getting caught up. Gotcha. Hey, Elizabeth. Good to see you.
Hey.
It's good to see you. What middle grade are you reading today, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Hi, Rena. What are you reading today, Rena? It's good to see you. We're happy you're here. Are you doing middle grade, Sarah? Middle grade May?
No.
Here for Elizabeth, I've started it. The Penderwicks.
There you go.
Gotcha. I am reading on ebook though, so I don't get to it very often. But I'm rereading the Sleepover Friends series.
Are they available on ebook?
Yeah, on Kindle.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah. I had forgotten all it. Like, I loved them when I was little, and I actually had forgotten about the series. Like, when people ask me, I always.
Uh-oh. That's a good pose too.
Yeah. Thumbnail.
Our morning's starting off good already.
I know, right? Over Friends. Okay, now I need to look that up.
Yeah, that's what I was looking, because I thought maybe they were on Kindle Unlimited. I know something.
They are on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought because I thought Lee read those, I think, and I think she said that they were on Kindle Unlimited. So
Yes.
I'm so excited now.
I know. But I don't know how I'd forgotten about them because I really loved them. But I always say, oh, I liked Sweet Valley High, I liked Sweet Valley, and I liked Babysitter Club and Nancy Drew, Boxcar Children, some of those, Little House on the Prairie. But I'd forgotten all about that. And then Lee did a reread and did video, and I was like, oh, Sleepover Friends. So I'm rereading.
she's
it.
afraid to do the Babysitters Club because she doesn't want to ruin the nostalgia.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to do the Babysitter.
But it's okay to do
That's fair.
Sleepover Friends because that wasn't her favorite. So
That's fair. That's fair. I was in
Yeah.
the used bookstore the other day, or the thrift store, and I came across someone had dropped off 3 or 4 of the Fabulous 5. Do you remember that one? And I was like, it was like these 5. It was my childhood, and I'm like, oh my god! But they were like books 22, 23, and 24, and I'm like,
Oh.
I don't want to get them because I'm gonna want to get them from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
There was a horse series that Breezy started rereading. but I didn't
Saddle
remember-
Club. I read Saddle Club as well.
I don't remember that one either. I don't know
Yeah,
I
how.
don't remember that either.
Yeah,
I was very focused on the Babysitter Club. Maybe that was it. I don't know.
I don't remember a lot of my childhood reads. I'm bad about that. Everybody else is like, I read this and this, and I'm like, I don't know if I read that or not.
That's okay. Stephanie,
I remember
said
How to Eat Fried Worms and
Oh yeah, How to
like
Eat Fried
that.
Worms. Yeah.
And Ramona. I remember Ramona.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Ramona.
Ramona and Beasley is the one that I remember the most.
And I liked all the Super Fudge books by Judy Blume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I don't remember if I read those or not. I may have, but I just don't remember.
Yeah. There was a mouse series I felt like I read too. Mouse Detective or something like that. I don't know. Stephanie said, yep, Audible exclusive.
Mm.
Cav said, hi all, I'm ready to start a new book. Marta Perry's A Man in the Dark or Cyanide with Christie, the 3rd book in the Crime with Classic series. Has anyone read it? Is it okay to start on book 3?
I'm recommending the Marta Perry because I'm a big fan of her stuff, but
I haven't read either, and I don't know. Sorry. I always recommend especially if you don't know, I would start at the beginning just to be on the safe side, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree with Marta Perry though, because I've read some of her stuff and I liked her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Hi, Taylin. She said, good morning, all. I've been thinking about what we should call our PNW time zone. I have Twilight time. I should say not as fun as Golden Girls time. Nothing can be as fun as Golden Girls time. No, I'm kidding.
Right?
So Pacific Northwest, right? Is that what we're doing there? I'll have to think about it. PNW.
Still trying to sell our van, so he was letting me know somebody was coming to look at it. Like, okay.
What time actually is it there? Can you tell me that? I'm sorry.
In the Pacific right now?
Yeah.
They're 3 hours behind me, so I want to say 9:09 in the morning. Am I right? Who's ever out there?
Yeah, I was gonna say I would think that's.
I think it's 9. Yeah, because Cozy's 3 hours behind. Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Jess, it's good to see you.
Yeah, nice picture. I like her picture.
Mm-hmm.
Marina Reed said, thank you. I'm reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Heron Blake. Okay. That sounds like maybe women's fiction?
I don't know.
It sounds cute. That's why I'm going to have to look because it sounds like a cute title. I like it. Jane. Hey, Jane. Sorry I'm late. That's how people get sent to prison. I'm just saying. Hi, everyone. Listening to Dracula today. I loved Sleepover Friends. I was a sucker for series books when I was a kid. Yes, Raina. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she liked the Fabulous 5.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm not the only one.
Very romance that Delilah Green doesn't care.
Oh, okay. Well, I love
Mm.
romance. I like romance too. I'm gonna look up I don't remember the Fabulous Five. How could I?
I don't.
It was
Well,
very 80s.
okay. It's pulling up. Stephanie said, I also loved the Bailey School Kids and Nancy Drew. I loved Nancy Drew, but I don't remember the Bailey School Kids either.
Me neither.
Hi, Mac. What a cute doggy.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm reading The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. Nice. Oh, and of course it doesn't. Goodreads doesn't have a picture for the Fabulous Five. Storm.
What?
Storm. Fix that. Storm.
Oh, there's no picture.
There's no picture.
I thought there was on the one that I looked at.
That's
Maybe
not
you just
helpful.
didn't have the right one.
I think it depends on which book you're looking at,
Okay,
but
the Adventures of the Bailey School Kids. I don't think I read it, but it sounds like something I would have liked because the first one's called "Vampires Don't Wear Polka Dots."
That's a brilliant name.
right?
Vampires don't wear polka dots. I love it.
Hmm.
Okay. Fabulous Five. Oh, okay. It's pulling up. Oh, I kind of remember the covers, but I did not read them for sure. The Pen Pal series. I think
The
I
Pen
read
Pal series.
those,
Oh, look
dude.
at there. She's got it.
There you go. So this was a series about a girls' like school, like a boarding school, and it's all girls, and then there's a boarding school across the lake of all boys, and they write each other because that's what people did back then.
Right. Well, who is that guy?
Oh, I don't remember. This was fun. This was a fun series. I don't remember who the guy was.
I looked it up on Goodreads. It's just not pulling up, so I was going to look it up by the author.
Mm.
Interesting. I do remember those. I hadn't thought about them in a long time. I hadn't remembered them talking about everything. It might have been Ralph S.
Yeah,
Mouse.
that one is Mouse and the Motorcycle is number one.
Yes. That's right. Yep.
I just didn't know it was a series. I remember Mouse and the Motorcycle, but I didn't know it was a series called Ralph S. Mouse. It's by Beverly Clearly. So
Okay.
there's
Okay.
Runaway Ralph and so
Okay. So the Pen Pal series is by Sharon Dennis Weiner.
Sharon Dennis' wife or something like that.
Yeah. Wife. Sorry. Lizzie Faye said, or Lizzie Faye, Elizabeth. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Elizabeth said, I read my Penderwick's chapter and a chapter of an old Newberry book called Adam of the Road earlier. Now I'm going to finish a reread of The Eighth Day on audio and then listen to book 2 and 3. Nice. Well, we're going to do our first sprint in 2 minutes.
I've almost caught up with a chapter a day of the Penderwicks. I'm on chapter 6 and we're on day 7. So I almost got there.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, you're getting there. Elizabeth said, I'm going to work on organizing my garage while I listen to y'all in my book. You're really getting the production out of
Come
those.
over here and organize my life, please.
Right?
I wish I could read like a book like that and actually do what it says, like
Yeah. I would read it going, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
right,
And then
right.
book
That's
goes
a
over
great
here and
word. Oh, that's a great idea. But
Yeah.
Okay. So 9:09 is actually time Pacific time, not gotcha. Okay, so Pacific time. Thinking about it. The 80s kids might like Goonies times for Pacific. Me, I'm too old to have gotten into Goonies. Oh my gosh, I loved the
I
Goonies.
love Goonies.
And I wasn't
I was not a fan. It was too creepy.
I was an 80s baby.
Mhm.
So okay. I'm going to try to do this banner. All right. Is everybody good with 45 minutes?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Up to you.
Look at that. Can everybody see a banner right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay.
Good job.
So we'll read to the top of the hour and then we'll go from there because maybe we'll discuss a little bit of the scavenger hunt from last week or something like that.
Cool.
All right, everyone. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
How was your sprints?
Good. I read a couple chapters of Pinderwicks. I listened to it, and then I read like a chapter or something of that. And then I was messing with my dad. I think maybe, fingers crossed, we sold the van. So
Oh, awesome. Fingers crossed. That's
we
awesome.
took off with it, and we have the money. We'll just hopefully they don't turn around and come back with it.
I read about 3 or 4 chapters of the If the Shoe Fits book, and it's super cute.
Nice. I don't know chapter wise, but I'm now at 62% into Much Ado About Nutmeg. So, yes. I love the Pancake House series. So
They have the best titles.
they do. They really do. Some of the best titles. Trying to see where we are. And then when we get caught up in comments, if anybody wants to share what holiday cozy they read for the scavenger hunt pick that was supposed to be last week when I was sick, you're welcome to. If you read a really good one or a series we don't talk about a lot, I mean, I feel like some of the series are series that
just let us know like what you rated it so that we know if it was good or bad.
That sort of thing. So I'm trying to find where I was. Dracula doesn't drink lemonade. Where we don't go to summer camp. They were so fun.
That is the Bailey's Kids one.
I remember you read that earlier, but that is too funny.
Mm-hmm.
That is too funny. Not having pictures, I do not know. Let's talk to Storm about this. No, kidding.
I don't know. Sometimes, like, I'll click on it and it doesn't have a picture, but then when if I'm on my computer, then I go, and then down below it has other editions and they have pictures. I don't know why Goodreads sends you to the one without pictures.
Agreed.
Yep. I was able to find it. I just clicked on the wrong one, I guess. Hey, Jarrett. It's good to see you. Mel Max says, hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, Sarah. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Murder's No Vote of Confidence by Kristen Bricker, which is #1 in the Nantucket Candlemaker. I have to ask what you think and if you believe there's enough candle making in it. Because
I was going to say it's the candle making series without candle making.
Candle making, yeah.
Every single person that's read it, I've not read it, but I was excited to read it. It was on my TBR. Yes, Storm, it was on my TBR. And but I keep hearing, from every single person, there's not really any candle making in it. I'm like, oh, well, that's a bummer.
It's true.
It's a bummer.
I don't remember why I didn't like it, if it was that part or if it was just, I don't know, I just didn't care for it. But I think I gave it 3 stars when I read it, and that was several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can remember is that I gave it 3 stars.
Green Stick said, we zonies have our own time zone, quite logically called Arizona time. Pacific folks spring into our time zone for half of the year, and mountain folk fall back into our time zone for half a year. Very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
That would be.
Momax said, you can't be too old, Nadine. My dad is 73, and The Goonies is one of his favorite movies.
Yeah, I was going to say my dad likes The Goonies, too.
I liked The Goonies. I do agree that there's some really scary parts, like Sarah said, but I saw Elizabeth's name below. But I really, really liked the movie. Elizabeth said, Storm, I'm just reading chapter 6 per chapter. Reading 6 chapters per week of the Pinderwicks. So it sounds like you are caught up.
Yeah, I think I'm ahead now because I'm on like chapter 8 or something like that. I think so.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing.
It's awesome. Always better to be ahead than behind. So yay.
True. Hello, Ryan. They said currently reading House of Leaves. Excellent.
How are you liking that, Ryan? That book has so many mixed reviews.
What kind of book is it? Is it fantasy?
It's horror.
Oh.
And it's one of those where the writing in it is weird. So it might be sideways along this page and this way. And it's got stuff. And it's really weird. And yeah.
No, thank you.
I think Becky from the Bookish Bryant said she threw it across the room.
Well, there's a ringing endorsement if I ever heard one.
Right, exactly. Nadine said at Momac, I'm younger than your dad by just a few years. I tried watching Goonies last Halloween and just couldn't watch more than 10 minutes. Everybody likes different things. Jessa said, can anyone recommend a cozy mystery that takes place in a restaurant that is free on Audible? I gave up my Audible subscription several months ago now. I only did it while they had a really good deal, and then I canceled it. So I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't know if she's talking about, is it Audible Plus? Is that that you can get?
I think that's what she's asking about. Is Audible
and
Plus.
I tried to look on the Plus catalog on Amazon, on Amazon, because I could get the Plus catalog. I don't have it, and the only restaurant looking thing that I could find was the Deadly Eclair by Daryl Wood Gerber, because that's the bistro and that's kind of a restaurant.
Which I didn't like.
Yeah,
Another
I know.
suggestion.
I wasn't a fan of that one either.
It was neither.
I mean, it's not free, and I understand where you're going for with free, but if the book is on Kindle Unlimited, you could borrow it from KU and then get the audio for $1.99 if it's available. You know what I mean? That's another kind of workaround that I sometimes do.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But it's I was just going by the covers and the titles, and that was the only one that sounded like a restaurant. So I was like, oh.
I'm on chapter 20 of Dracula. Nice, Jane.
Fantastic.
Finished chapter 6 and 7 of Dracula. Nice.
Wow.
Anita
I started it. Does that count?
Yes, of course it counts.
I think I'm 5 minutes into it.
Anita said worked on her book review. Oh, Cav said Marta Perry won with this opening line. Lainey Colton jolted awake, her heart pounding in her ears, and it was even a large print edition. All the better.
Better. Brilliant.
I it's funny. It's when I was younger, it's whoa, I don't like these large print. Now my eyes are getting where I love these large prints.
Right?
Every book needs to be large print. That's why I have a Kindle.
Yeah, I know, because I'm really feeling old every time I have to up the font.
I know.
Yep. Perot's Christmas, number 4 or 4 stars. Excellent.
Nice.
That was your scavenger hunt pick for the holiday. I get it. Okay. And Jane gave it 4 stars. Nice. Made it to 70%. Anita
I read 2 novellas that were Christmas, but they're in series that we've talked about a lot. So
mine was a series that we talked about a lot too, because I read Candy Slain Murder or Candy
Cane Murders.
No, it was no, there's so many ones that are so close. It was the Maddie Day one. I think
the country. Yeah.
I think it's
anyway.
It took place at Christmas. But we talk about the country store a lot.
Yeah,
it's on my SAS list.
The Candy Cane murders, I think, or no, the Candy Cane something. There's no murder in it. It's the novella for the Amish one. Candy Cane something. Anyway,
I read Premeditated Peppermint from the Amish Candy Shop, and then I read Criminally Coco, which actually takes place at Easter. So that was fun.
And then I did the novella A Christmas Morning by Laura Bradford, which was one in the Amish mystery series. So.
Nice.
I tried to get it done because it would have been perfect timing and all that, but I didn't. Dying Season, which is the 6th book, I think, in the Dewberry Farm, 5th or 6th book in the Dewberry Farm, and it was Easter. But it was only on ebooks. I just didn't get it finished. But yes, but the country store, we talk a lot, so Twisted Tea Christmas. Is that Laura Childs? What series?
Yeah, it's the Tea Shop Mystery number 23.
Gave it 5 stars. Listening to By the Pricking of My Thumbs by Agatha Christie. Nice. Hey, Maria. It's good to see you. Justice said my pick was Death Overdue. Okay, for the holiday theme scavenger hunt pick.
Nice.
I didn't end up finishing it. Oh, you didn't like it? Okay. I like that series. I mean, I don't think it's
That's the Haunted Library one?
Yeah, Haunted Library.
I've read Death Overdue, but I haven't gone farther in it. And it's not because I didn't like it. It's just one of those things that happens a lot.
Mel Max said, LOL, Mr. Francie and I have been talking about how there's not much actual candle making. There's lots and lots of candles, though. I think
Yeah.
the storyline is good. It's keeping me intrigued. Okay. Jarrett said, my Sprint update post got lost and mixed in with holiday picks. My holiday read was Perot's Christmas. Oh, you read it too. And it gave the exact same
Oh, nice.
rating as Jane. That's awesome. I read Eggnog Extortion Evergreens by Tanya Kappas, which takes place at Christmas. I gave it a 4-star.
I love that series.
I do too. I just read number 8, I think.
I love that
Again,
it's
I
like
have read
quick.
number 1.
Like the stories are short. It's like, you know,
Yep.
they're a quick read.
I've read the first one.
Mr. Francis and I are buddy reading books 2 and 3 of the Nantucket No Candle Making series later this year if anyone is interested. Oh my gosh, that's too funny, Mel.
That's hilarious.
Book 2 in the Nantucket No Candle Making series. She's just renamed it. Takes place in another location away somewhere. I think France. So probably not a whole lot of candle making in that one either. Interesting.
I have to
She's
wonder if
learning how
that's
to make
why.
French candles.
I have to wonder if that's why there's no more in the series. If people were like, "What is?" You know what I mean?
Could
'Cause there's
be. I
only
mean,
the 3
that's
books, I think.
Don't
I
name
mean,
it a candle making series and then don't make candles.
yeah. I mean, who's gonna? Yeah. Hey, Leslie. Leslie said, "Hello, everyone. Scavenger hunt pick. I read A Whisker of Doubt, number 4, in the Cat Cafe by Kate Conte. 4 stars. This one had a Christmassy theme, and it was about a cat rescue. I liked it. Nice. Ryan said, I'm only on page 9. It takes a bit to even read a page, so it reads slow, but it's very interesting because some of the book you have to read in a mirror as some of the text is backwards. Fun. Wow.
That seems like way too much work for me.
I was about to say, that is a commitment to read a book.
I don't want to have to hurt my brain too much to hold it in the mirror and try.
Right.
I mean, I don't have that. I see. This is what I'm learning about. I don't have that much commitment although I mean, like I read almost all of my free time, especially with Kev gone. When Kev's here, you know, not as obviously, but anyways, like I just checked out the second to last. What is it? Goldie Bear, because it's on my SAS list. I only have 2 left. But it's 23 hours. A cozy mystery should never be 23 hours. Like, I don't know if I can commit to 23 hours of a cozy mystery.
You do know your Poppy McAllister ones are pretty long for a cozy.
Not 23 hours, Storm. That's an entire
It's not
day.
done yet.
That's an entire day of my life.
That series isn't done yet. If they keep getting thicker and thicker, it might be 23 hours.
Could it be because the narration is really slow?
Well,
like what's the page count on the book?
It could be, but one of my things, I literally love the Goldie Bear series in general, but one of my complaints is there is a lot of filler. There's a lot of just filler that doesn't need to be there, you know. I mean, and so in this one there might be a book and a half of filler. I'm a little concerned.
And I was wondering if maybe there's a novella attached to it.
Maybe. All I'm saying, Ryan, is I commend you. Yeah. I don't think I have that much in me to.
What number is it that you're on the Goldie Bear? I was gonna look and see how many.
15 or 16. It's like the second to last one. I only have 2 left, and it's on my SAS list. I think there's 17 in the series.
Yeah, there's 17.
I can't read horror, by the way, but if I could, I'm just saying that's just too much for me.
Okay, so crunch time is 471 pages.
Oh my lord!
For a cozy.
See?
No.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Karen said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Cottage on Gooseberry Bay, Halloween Moon by Kathy Daly, the first book in the series. Nice. The first 2 Chef to Go mysteries are on Audible Plus in Canada.
Oh, are they?
The Chef to Go is at Denise Swanson.
I think so, maybe.
I think it's the Denise Swanson series where she's in a college town, and I've read the first 2, I think. I'm not sure.
So I will say something about the Goldie Bear. It was written in a time where they weren't actually considered cozies.
Yeah.
So them being longer might be because of that. Because nowadays you think of cozies, they're like 300 pages or less usually. So.
It's got to be more than one book, Tiffany.
I hope so.
Because I'm looking at Audible right now, and book 15 is 10 hours.
Okay.
Book 16 is 16 hours. Book 17 is 12 hours. So I wonder if it's a bind up of 2.
It must be, because I checked it out from Hoopla, and yeah, so maybe
Hopefully
it's
that makes you feel a wee bit better.
it does.
Well, the latest
It
Poppy
does.
McAllister book is 368 pages.
You know what?
I'll give you a hard time.
I think I know. I think that the thing with the Poppy McAllister series is I'm laughing through the whole thing, so I don't notice it as much as when I just feel like it's filler.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, that's like with Stephen King. You know, I like a lot of his books, but oh my goodness, he has filler. And
Yeah.
it's like you could just cut out half of that and have like
Exactly. I'm not here just to listen to you chat or write or whatever.
And
No.
it's kind of what I think of the Keeper of the Lost City series too. And it's middle grade, and I think there's quite a bit of filler in that they can knock out.
Mm.
You know, book 3 was 609 pages, and like book 10 is 800 and some pages. So it just
For
gets
middle
bigger.
grade?
Yeah, so it
Wow.
gets bigger as you go. So I'm like, oh, please be good, because I don't know if I'm gonna make it to book 10.
You know, I deal with that age group every day, and let me tell you, they don't have the attention span of like a like goldfish. So I can't imagine asking them to read an 810.
I feel like a lot of middle graders
Like-
are probably like Dory off of like the cartoon or whatever. You know, it's like, oh look,
Finding Nemo, yeah.
yeah, finding.
I mean, I'm usually giving them a document that says that's like a paragraph, and it says like, if you continue not to go to school, we'll be filling out a petition for the court system to take over this case, and they can't even like pay attention long enough to read that. And I would think that would be pretty jolting. Like, I can't imagine here's this 810 page book. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. Melmax said, anyway, during that sprint, I read 16 pages of the No Candle Making series. Excellent. Candy Slain. I was thinking it was called Candy Slain. Kev, all 5 of the Barkery and Biscuits mystery is on Audible Plus in Canada as well. Oh, okay, I just read the first one of that not too long ago. My holiday scavenger hunt pick was BD Expos or Murder, number 6 in the Poppy McAllister series, Storm. It was Easter themed. They did a nighttime glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt. Absolutely love that series. Don't care how long it is. That was hilarious. I'm like, yes, I agree. Despite anything that Storm says. It's that I didn't like Death Overdue. It's that I didn't like Death Overdue. I only got a few chapters into the audiobook and stopped and never picked it back up. Okay. I think it meant to say it's not that I didn't like Overdue. I only got a few chapters into the audiobook and stopped. Gotcha.
Oh.
My holiday pick was Murder by Plum Pudding by Lee Strauss. It was okay. What I liked most was the setting of the 1920s London. Okay.
Oh,
nice. That's awesome. It was just, gotcha. Hey, Paul. Paul's Books, Games, and Paranormal 101. I like it. Hello, all. Just dropping by, showing support. Thank you, Paul.
He changes his name quite frequently. I can't keep up.
Yes. Yes. It's almost 500 pages, the second to last. See? At Cajun, it was the egg hunt was everyone out for themselves. Lots of tackling and wrestling taking place at the family event.
I'm still gonna give book 3 a try, but I'm still not like sure about that series yet.
I don't do audio, so not sure how many hours that. Gotcha. would be, but not me.
Mm.
Gotcha. Don't do audio. Stormy didn't like book 2 either.
Oh, it was okay. I think I liked it better than the first one. So I'm thinking like the first one should have been more of a 2-star, and then the second one a 3-star, because that's what I give the second one. But I just didn't like how the aunt was acting in that one. But everybody says like she gets better, and so I'm like, well, I'll try the third one. It was the whole like house arrest thing or whatever.
Oh, is that the
And-
one where there's the sleepwalker?
Mhm.
Okay. She
And-
does get better.
And I
She
just
does
didn't
get
like
better.
how she was doing things there, because it was making Poppy like have to run all over trying to keep track of her. And I'm like, she's a grown woman, act right.
She does get better.
So, yeah.
Storm said, or sorry, Jessa said, Storm, the book is deadly eclair and it is free and audible. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Mel Max said, Tiffany, there are only 3 books in the Chef to Go series, so we've only got one left to finish up the series. Yes. DeShannon said, I read House of Leaves with a group, so made me finish. I'm glad I read it, but on for horror.
I think maybe not for like.
Oh,
maybe.
I don't. Maybe she's not. Okay. Also, love all of the Agatha reading. I'm on Secret of Chimneys, seeing if I have a copy of Penderwicks. Nice. Elizabeth is doing a group read. If that hasn't been said.
She's doing a series read along with the Penderwicks. So.
Heather. Hi, Heather.
It's good to see you, Heather. Sarah. Liam said, and then there are kids who read a Harry Potter book in a weekend, but I was definitely a kid with a goldfish attention span. LOL. Well, you know what? That's a good point too. There are definitely. I was a kid that read like that. I didn't read those thick of books, but that was because middle grade when I was a kid was like the pen pal that she held up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We didn't have these big like
tomes.
We really didn't. Middle grade has totally changed since.
Absolutely.
I think the bigger ones were more like the classics or whatever. You know, you had like Black Beauty was kind of a little bit thicker.
But even that, like comparatively, if you hold it up next to like Harry Potter, you know, I mean, like.
But we really didn't have a lot of like choices back then like they do now. So.
And it's the same with YA.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Which is why I went from like, you know, Ramona to Stephen King.
There was.
I did too. I went from
we didn't have that gap period like they have now, you know?
We really didn't. I really went from like really youngish babysitter clubbish to more adult book. Like there was not a
transition period.
Between. Yeah. Dropping everything and taking the cat to the vet. He was moaning in the litter box. Katie is not at work, but called to tell them I'm coming. Hopefully, he is not completely
fingers
lost.
crossed.
Gosh, Elizabeth, please keep us updated, and hope he is well. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, and Jenny is completely out of hand in Midnight Snacks Are Murder. She's not as out of control in other books. Agree. She pulls her share of antics. Yes. But
well, that's what I was like. That's what everybody's saying. She's not as bad. So I'm like, I will give book 3 a chance. I think me and Mr. Francie are going to buddy read that one again. We called it holding each other's hands.
I just watched his vlog on. He's like, we held each other's hands. And I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with what Melmac said. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Did I just say that out loud? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Melmac. The Shannon said, sorry, House of Leaves only for fans of horror, not cozy at all. Okay. Gotcha what you're saying. Yeah. I'm not going close to it, but thank you.
And I think with that book, it's like you either really liked it or you didn't like it. There's not a whole lot of middle.
No gray area.
I mean, I think that's pretty big. Like, I think you either think, like Ryan said, he's like, it's really fun to have to hold it up to the mirror and try to like, and I'd be like, this is.
Yeah. And then you have those that are like, what is this? I can't read this.
My book appears to be broken.
Exactly.
And it's kind of thick too, I think.
It is. It's like a chunker. Yeah.
I mean, I would be like, what am I supposed to do with this? I would be in that camp, you know. Have you seen that YouTube? There's a YouTube video that was popular years ago of this little like 2-year-old, or looked to be about 2, maybe a little younger than 2, and she has an iPad and she's like playing with it. She's like doing all this stuff with it. And they take it away from her and they give her a magazine and she keeps going like this and hitting the cover. And she goes, "It's Boke! It's Boke! It's Boke!" And I was like, "Oh my God, what are we coming to?" It was to prove, like, I mean, I think the point was like of the electronics that, we have as, but I always think of that, like that kind of stuff. Like I would be the one yelling, "It's broke! It's
Yeah,
broke!"
exactly. Taking it back to the store. My book appears to be
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
There's
think it's
something
not
wrong with
printed
the text.
wrong.
It's written on the side.
Yeah.
Something happened. The printer messed up.
Yeah.
Heather said, "I agree. They're targeting kids and teens books at adults instead of the actual children. The length of the book is a big indicator." Absolutely.
That was my thing because I was saying this to somebody else. So this was like $4.50 in probably 1991. So maybe with your $5 allowance, you could buy this,
Yeah.
right? When you were 12. But a 12-year-old now does not have $40 to drop on a hardcover that's 800 pages long.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That they won't finish until they're 16.
You know?
You did say that out loud, Tiffany. It's in record. No takebacks. No takebacks. Are you guys ready to do another sprint?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
going to make my lunch while I'm doing that.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm probably going to go downstairs and eat my lunch because Dad was hollering at me. "I'm back." He went and got lunch. Dad, "Hey, put it in the microwave. I'll be there in a minute."
Okay. You guys ready? Are you good with just going to the top of the hour?
Sure.
It's fine.
Okay. It's a little over half an hour for Jane.
Awesome.
All right, everyone. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Bye.
How is your sprints? Yeah, maybe. It's okay.
Good. I got to eat, so now I'm full and lazy, and I need a nap.
What did you eat?
Brisket fries.
Oh,
Very
that
not
sounds-
healthy, but tasty.
they sound good.
And since I was down there, I was listening to a spooky middle grade. I don't know if you can see it very good, but
Oh, fun.
it's called Hide and Seeker by Daka Herman, I think.
Oh,
Anyway,
Nice.
probably too scary for me, but
something happens when they play hide and seek.
oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure it is. Huh. Yeah, Bubby, I know.
I made my lunch. Say
What
goodbye
did
to my niece and nephew who were downstairs. I had ramen.
Nice.
You know, just
like
the noodles. I added an egg to it because we're extra fancy here.
Of course. Of course.
Listen to another 4 chapters of If the Shoe Fits. I'm more than halfway through it now. I'll get it done today. And then because we were talking about it, I went on Amazon and I bought the first book in the Saddle Club series. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
read it next
funny.
week.
That's funny.
They're 130 pages. Like I can fly
Yeah.
through that in an hour. My killer though was if I didn't have credit at Amazon, I wouldn't have bought it because it was $8. $8
wow.
for a Kindle book.
That is really crazy, especially when
went
it's like
everywhere.
130 pages.
I know. I went everywhere and I looked. The library doesn't have it. Hoopla doesn't have it. Scribe doesn't have it. Like, of course not.
Wow.
Of course, I looked it up because it's called, well, it's the Saddle Club, right? And I looked that up on Hoopla. So very funny story. The first thing that comes up is 2 movies that they did of the Saddle Club, which is
Oh.
fine. The third book was based on the cover, a very adult story about learning
Oh.
to ride a horse. And I went, don't think that's it.
And you know, since they're older books, I mean, I know they took the time to put them on Kindle or whatever it
Sure.
is, but they should still make them cheaper. You know, because you know it's more nostalgia is the people that's probably going to buy them more than you know
Mhm.
middle graders like this day and age. So
Well, that's what I love. Like they did with Sweet Valley High and the Sleepover Club is throwing them on Kindle Unlimited.
yeah,
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, the Sweet Valley Highs on KU.
The first 12 books you need to buy, but they're $2.99 each, which is fine. And then after that, they're all on KU.
Yeah.
yeah. And see,
My-
$2.99 is fine for like a book from back in the 80s or 90s.
Again, you're gonna read it in an hour or two. You know what I mean? Like
So I just realized my boss was like, seriously? I was like, yeah. So we have you know, of course I do counseling and I work in social services. And I've said that many times, but we also have so I'm non-res, but we have a shelter for juveniles. And they have the entire collection of Sweet Valley High or Sweet Valley Twins. Are they the same thing?
no, Sweet Valley Twins is younger. They're
Okay.
middle grade. Yep.
And I was like, oh my God, can I borrow these and read these? And like none of the kids do, right? And my
Of
boss is like, seriously? He's like a probably in his mid 50s man, real nice. I mean, he's a counselor. I mean, he's a LCSW. So he's like the sweetest, most, empathetic man. But he was like, really? I was like, yes. I was like, they have the entire collection. That I can tell. I think they have all of them on the bookshelves for the kids. And I was like, oh my God. He's like, I don't think you need to borrow them. I was like, oh, I want to bring them back in case somebody does want to read them. But I was like, this is amazing. I think it was twins. I think it was Sweet Valley Twins.
Yeah, because
I don't think I ever read those. I think I only read Sweet Valley High. I don't think I ever read the Sweet Valley Twins.
Yeah, they had Sweet Valley Twins. They had Sweet Valley Kids, where they're like in elementary school. They had university. Oh, yeah.
I did read some of the university, but I didn't.
I wasn't as big a fan of the university.
Me too. So I read the high. I read probably all of them. And then I tried the university and I tried a few of them and they weren't for me.
But when the 10 Years Later book came out, I was first and I had that pre-ordered. I had to find out what they did and it ruined it. I'm so mad I haven't read
that. So that's good to know.
Because the way you expect, I'm like, what? So because you're never going to read it. Elizabeth ends up with Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
And Jessica ends up with Todd. And I'm like, no, this is fine. It's fine. We should have just left it as it was.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like A Year in the Life with the Gilmore Girls. Like,
Yeah.
Why? That's how I
We
feel
need
about what
that,
you just
yeah.
said. That's kind of how the feeling. Yeah. Leslie said, Tiffany, just curious, do you only listen to audiobooks or only you read on your phone? You don't want a Kindle. So, I listen to audiobooks on my phone. I have a tablet that I put books on, but I just usually use my phone because it's already here in front of me. And I listen at work, audio anyways, but yeah, the ebooks, I mean, I also put them on my laptop and I put them on my tablet. I just never pull it out. So I guess I don't put them on my tablet anymore. I'm sure they go to it, but I don't want another thing, to be honest, that I have to charge. I already have this lovely thing right here that I have to like put behind my couch every single day and then pull it out every single day because I can't have it just sitting out like this. But
Leslie, we have tried to get her to get a paperweight and it just is not working.
So, but yes, so I have a tablet. I've had numerous e-readers and I really do enjoy them, but that's the kind of where I'm at. Finished my book, Honey Butter at the Hill, 4 stars. I love that title. That's cute. Oh, this was me. You guys were both gone and I knew Kairu he was like doing the dance, like, Mom, I spelled his name wrong. He's like, Mom, I can't wait anymore. He was like on top of me, like jiggling around, and I'm like, okay.
It is a necessity. You gotta go now.
Well, and I knew he was gonna have to go soon because earlier when we tried to go out, it started raining, and Kairu is too posh for rain of any kind. He finds it highly offensive.
He's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
He needs a rain jacket.
I was like, dude, you live in Florida. Like, I mean, oh, he's something. Jane said, just finished chapter 21 of Dracula. Have a couple chapters left to finish the book. Nice, Jane. She is our resident speed reader, along with Hannah, who I just saw came in. Anita said, got distracted by having lunch, chicken salad, and dealing with my puppies. Chicken salad, yum, that sounds good too. Aw, the puppies. Hannah said, hi friends, just going on my lunch break. Hi Hannah, I just was able to watch one of your videos today. I am so far behind on YouTube, but I did get to watch your wrap up today. It was great.
I'm a little bit behind myself.
I'm like a month behind.
I'm always behind. My strategy does not work. I need a new strategy. I have so many people and I'm always trying to watch one of everybody's, but by the time I get back up to the top, like months have passed and I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So
yeah, I just add stuff to watch later and I just go through my watch later list and then I'm like, I need to quit my job. Exactly. And just spend all day watching BookTube.
Exactly.
Gosh, well, then I've added resellers to watch it too. So now I'm like watching BookTube and resellers.
Yes.
I don't watch resellers, but I'm obsessed with homesteaders. So I watch a lot of homesteading videos too. And I'm obsessed with there's a few channels of like families that live in Alaska, and I'm obsessed with them too.
I watch the cemetery channels, which I know sounds really weird, but I'm like history obsessed with that stuff. Like they go around and they tell the history of who the person was. And yeah.
Cool.
I'm weird.
Everybody's into their own stuff. Karen said 17 pages. Excellent. People saying hi to Hannah. Only read 6 pages. That's
okay.
It's production. What did you do with the other part of your time? Because, if you tell me, you painted your house and did a load of laundry, I'm going to, just say. Read chapter 17 of East of Eden. My gosh, what a roller coaster ride. Oh, so I'm guessing that means you're enjoying it. I hope so anyways. More people are Hannah saying hi to people. Raina said 17 pages. Nice, Raina. Jane says, Sarah, have you tried a Kobo e-reader? I have a Kobo Aura 1, and I borrow library books on it. If only Kindles had the ability to borrow from Canadian libraries, I would have tried a paperweight. White.
The borrowing from Overdrive is the only reason I bought a Kobo. So I have both the Paperwhite and a Kobo.
I was gonna say I know the answer to this from watching
Yep.
her channel.
Yep. And I have the Clara, in case you're curious, which is the like lowest version of it, because I just wanted it for library books.
Gotcha.
Yeah, here in
Nadine
Canada, you
said-
can't borrow library books on the Kindle.
Nadine said Saddle Clubs might be on Libby.
I checked there first.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not for
it's
our-
on.
depends
I
on
think
the
it
library.
depends on the libraries because it's on mine. One of my
I
libraries.
went and tried to find Pen Pals, and I can't find it on any library service.
Yeah, I tried both Toronto and my local library, and it's not available. They're not available at the library.
Pen Pals, I couldn't even find on ebook, like under Kindle at all. Not even
They
for
don't
sale.
have them
Like
on-
it's only.
no.
Yep.
That's why I
Yeah.
had to buy that from Thrift Books.
Raina said, I wasn't wild about a year in the life. Oh, Raina, I feel you, but I'm hopeful they will get another season, if only to redeem themselves. I've heard that they're trying to, and I agree. If they're going to do it, they better do it right this time.
They better contact me to find out.
Exactly. 'Cause I'm the only person that matters. And the way I want it to end should be, I am right. No, I'm kidding. I can't believe they didn't consult me the first time around. How dare they?
Very disappointed.
Is that the Gilmore Girls one that you guys are talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never watched Gilmore Girls, so
LOL. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Back up. That's my rewind button. You've never watched Gilmore Girls? Oh, I think we've talked about this.
yeah. I think I've seen a couple. Recently I watched a couple episodes on Netflix, but I didn't get very far.
I got through season 1 and I started season 2 and I wasn't a fan, but my mom was big into A Year in a Life. She was so mad about it. That's how I know. People weren't happy with it.
I was not happy with the year in life. Hannah said, LOL, I like watching live streams of railroads. Don't ask me why, but I find it soothing. See,
Yeah.
so everybody
I can see
likes
that as
watching
being
cemeteries, railroads, homesteading.
But you'll notice you don't need cable if you have YouTube, to be completely honest.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
And you can put YouTube up on your TV so you can just pretend like you're watching
I
something.
love
Yeah.
that.
Not reading today, tatting. Okay.
That's
Tatting like for crafting?
I don't think it's tattooing.
That's what I was it was one of the other. I was like, either one is very cool. I was like, she's just sitting there tattooing. Like,
I'm like, if it were me, I'd be like, hi, I'm over here. Could you finish what you have to
this is how people get no regrets, Maria. This is how people get no regrets. Just kidding.
Also, like tatting must have something to do with like making doilies and things.
Yeah, I think
so.
it's crafting.
It's a
I
fiber
was
craft.
thinking it was like matting or something for crafting, something to do with that. Which reminds me, Jane, is your tattoo from prison healing up okay?
Prison tats are the worst.
You know what? I forgot to ask.
She's got the no regrets.
that they like whittled down her knitting needles to do.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't too productive. Opened the mail in a package that was delivered jigsaw puzzles from Spilsbury, which is the same company as Bits and Pieces. That's productive.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for a puzzle. I really enjoy puzzles, but I don't with my eyes and I'm still having that retina thing. Anyways, so it's not just like my eyes, like I can't see, like to make it bigger. It's like there's a retina issue. And so anyways, I can't have anything where the pieces are real, like smaller detailed, but I would love
the kindergarten puzzles instead of the adult. You need the kindergarten puzzles instead of the adult ones.
I need the kindergarten size puzzles for adults.
like the one my nephew has, where it's like the block goes in
the pieces are like this,
you know,
like those United States puzzles with like the handle on them, like
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's exactly what I need. So if that doesn't exist and anybody's looking for, you know, a way
new
to
market,
a business, I'm just saying, I only want 2%. You're welcome. The Aura one is discontinued now, so when mine decides to go to e-reader heaven, I would probably get the Clara. Don't like the physical turn, buttons on the newer model.
I had the Libra and I sold it and bought so I like upgraded to downgrade. I don't like the buttons. Like
Yeah.
I like the swipey. I like to swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
I
like
think
some
I
people
would-
like the buttons and other people like to swipe. So
Yeah.
Yeah. East of Eden is an excellent book, very well written, but the psychopathy trigger in it. Oh,
Ooh.
I ended up holding my breath a lot. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I can understand that, Hannah. My dad loves trains, so he watches a lot of railroad stuff.
I don't know, but she's making East of Eden sound more curious to me than it
Yeah,
had been
I'm
before.
now very interested.
Hello, Storm broke Tiffany with that comment. I just started with Libby and Hoopla, Phoenix Public Library. I'm currently like Belle when she just got. Oh my gosh. When I first got Hoopla, it really is like going through the library, like
Yeah.
and you've probably heard us talk about the Miami Hoopla. You get 20 a month. It's just whew. How many does Phoenix get? How many Hoopla credits do you get?
We get 15, but the funny
Are
thing
you
is
kidding?
I have 2 libraries. The Toronto Public Library for Hoopla, you only get 8, but there's actually no books. You can't borrow books. You can only borrow comics like graphic novels and movies and music. But my little
Oh.
small town, which is a suburb of Toronto with like less than a quarter of the population, we get 15 credits and can borrow ebooks and audiobooks, and I just don't understand the logic.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
It doesn't make sense, but whatever, I'll take it.
My small library where I live in my county, we get 5.
Mhm.
Clearly, that's not anywhere close to being enough. So then I bought the Miami,
Worth it.
which was, for $65 a year, which is so cheap because you get 20 credits a month.
Mhm.
So it's totally worth it, for me anyways. So, but yeah, my little library, my local library, I get 5. But
My little library, I get none. They don't have any.
So then
I
I should
asked
be
them about
thankful for
Hoopla one day,
5,
and they're like,
Storm.
"What?"
Yeah.
So
What are
what
you talking
Storm is saying is, Tiffany, be thankful for what you got. I
But
agree with
so
Storm.
my friend lets me like use hers or whatever, and she has, because she's so close to Ohio, she gets to do the Ohio one, and they have 30 Hoopla credits.
Wow.
A month?
Mhm.
Oh, well, you did tell me that because I looked into it and they won't do out of state.
Yeah, 'cause
I
that's like
don't
she's out of
understand that.
state, but because they're like, I guess like grandfathered in because they're close enough or something.
Fair.
I'm surprised more states aren't doing out of state options with
To make money.
all the ebook services they have. Like, why not? Like, especially if they can charge, because I'd be willing to definitely pay, depending on what it was a month. Like $65 a year is way cheaper than almost any book service.
Yeah, I think about your Audible subscription.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's why I gave up my Audible subscription because
That's
it was
fair.
$14.99 a month,
Yep.
and that one comes out to like $5, or $5.99 or something like that. Maria said, "Yep, LOL." Art like crochet type. Haha. Gotcha. Remind me in the next voice chat to tell you about my traumatic train and stagecoach childhood experience that involved bandits being held at gunpoint. It was at a theme park type place. Jesus.
That sounds like Silver Dollar City.
Right?
Because they have
Oh
that
my
train
gosh.
and they get held up and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We always did the
Mama.
train.
At first I was reading it like
I'm like, wait, is it the 1820s?
Right? Right? Yes, crafting.
Hmm.
Crafting, tattooing. Tattooing is a
I
craft.
got all excited because I thought, oh, I've got something to do my next piece. But
See? It's lace work, isn't it? It's getting there. Yeah, yeah. It's getting there.
no, her
Oh,
tattoo.
her tattoo
Her
is getting
prison
okay.
tat.
Okay. Okay.
And for all those who are new, she was in YouTube jail because Tiffany accidentally put her there because she blocked her.
It may or may not have happened that way. Lee's not here. I think Lee had something to do with it.
It was an
Wow.
accident.
Mistakes were made.
LOL. Mac, we could trade stories. I love puzzles. Yeah, I enjoy doing puzzles too, and Mac too. That's awesome.
I wish
don't
I
have a
had
table
room.
big enough.
Yeah.
What?
I wish I had room, like to leave it out, like to
Oh.
put it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
And
don't
I
have
have cats, and
room
cats
or
are
a table
assholes.
big enough, because a lot of the like 1,000-piece ones, you have to have a table big enough.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. And I just picture my cats would get up there and be like, bing, bing, bing on the floor.
Oh yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You wanted this piece?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it, and then we can go to the vet, and it's gonna cost you money.
Yeah.
So, like that Friends episode where his monkey ate some pieces of the Scrabble.
Yeah.
They're like, we think he was trying to spell monkey. It was like an O and a K or something, like an M and an O. K. He was trying to spell monkey. My tattoo of a buff African American man is looking very fine. All right.
Well done.
No regrets, Jane. No regrets. They have some puzzles that are 500, 1,000 pieces with like slightly larger pieces. I need to look into it because I really would like to find one.
But what if you had like a tablet? Because I know that there's apps of puzzles, and I wonder if
they're
that
not
would
good.
be. They're not the same, I know, but
We found your next classic, Storm and Sarah. I think
East
she
of
talked about
Eden.
East of Eden, maybe.
Yeah.
My stepmother can pick up a puzzle and knows where it goes. I have issues getting the border done. Gotcha. 12. 12 is a great number. 12 is pretty good. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
12 is
Good
decent.
for you. That's awesome. Hannah, me at work hearing that Sarah can't borrow books at Toronto Hoopla. That's stupid.
It's so ridiculous. Although I have to say, for their Libby part of it is phenomenal. For audiobooks and stuff, it's phenomenal.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, Cornflower. How is everybody? She said, hi, everyone. I'm here for the end. At girls went to their grandma's house for a few days and just porch dropped my parents' groceries and ran their errands. Everyone is about the same. Okay. Well, we're thinking of you.
Mhm.
Let us keep us updated. I'm sorry to hear you're going through that. That's hard. Hannah said, my boss walking by. What's stupid? Thanks for all the kind words and prayers. I've done 0 reading. Well, you don't. But I got to read for the rest of today. But I get to read for the rest of today. Gonna set worries aside and enjoy. Oh, I hope whatever book you read is a 5-star read. For sure. You need some relaxation. My library card costs money. I'm out of county. Ugh.
Oh,
That's just stupid. Well,
it's like the larger library that's around me is about, I don't know, about half an hour away to 35 minutes, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's in a different county. And so they want like $85 the last time I checked. And I was like, forget that.
yeah. I think if you're out of the city of Toronto, you get charged. And even though I don't live there because I work there, I can still get a card.
Oh.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
So that works for me.
Anita said KU is $10 a month. That's why I got the Miami-Dade card. Yeah. Those are the only 2 library services I do now. I do KU and I do Miami. But I dropped everything else. I'm a high school teacher in Ohio, and our youth librarian told my kids to talk to her if they need their Canopy credits increased. Might be an option for Hoopla. I've never even heard of Canopy.
I'm like, is that another service I can try and get?
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right, Canopy, are we talking books here? Because give us the scoop, Deshane.
I'm intrigued.
Lee was got. She wasn't even here that day. I was totally kidding. That's why I used her, because she was not involved. Yeah, sure, it was an accident. Are you buying that, Jane? If it wouldn't have been an accident, Jane wouldn't have been the one in jail. Hint, hint.
And she wouldn't have let Sarah help her get her out.
Right? I brought the cake with a
not
file
Jane
in
that
it.
causes all of the problems or is sassy. Hint, hint.
Us Canadians need to stick together, Jane. We're always innocent.
Yeah, I'm glad that you get the rest of the day to have some time to relax, Tammy. Okay, so I think that's the same message. We
Yeah.
want to hear what the canopy credits are. Slips of the fingers happen all the time. No regrets.
I was eating the Milky Way. Is that the commercial?
Max said, "Hi Tammy, I'm glad everything seems to be doing okay. All things considered, we'll continue to keep everyone in their thoughts and prayers." Absolutely, Momac. When you have cats, you can't have puzzles, birds, fish, etc. And you have to keep your knitting, crocheting, cross-stitching, tatting, and cat-proof containers. Or is that just my cats? I don't think so.
No.
I think Christmas trees need to be added to the list too.
That's the one thing. My cats have never gone after a Christmas tree.
Oh.
I've been lucky.
I had a dog get into one of our Christmas trees when I was younger, and he did it once, and that was it. So he learned his lesson.
Yeah, and for me with my knitting, my cats, they don't care about the string, like the yarn. They like the needles.
Oh.
For whatever, they like to try and bite them. And I'm trying to knit and I'm getting like cat, like, Mom, what are you doing? Can I?
That's funny. Momax said, at Buggy, Tiffany put Jane in jail when Lee wasn't even here because Lee keeps things in order. If Lee had been here, Jane wouldn't have had wouldn't have a permanent record. See, you're always causing problems, Momac. You're always bringing up logic and no. Strike one. Hearts and who done it, cornflower prayers and good wishes. Absolutely. Cajun said a green stick or Christmas trees. Cajun jinx again. Or candles or anything that have a paw slammed over it and proclaims mine and meowish. True.
I laugh at this meme that I saw. They said something about, no, the earth isn't flat because if the earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off of it by now.
Well, that's probably fair assessment. Minus $65 a year. It helped save a bunch of money. Yep. I've got street cred now.
Along with a pretty impressive tattoo from the sounds of it.
Yeah. A Canadian helping a Canadian. Melmac. Oops, I did it again. I'm not that innocent. Melmac. Occasion, so true. Pretty much anything is vulnerable and feline attention. Yeah. Pamela, that also applies to goats. Oh.
Yeah, they like to eat everything. So, yeah.
Canopy is through the public library and it is a streaming service mostly for films, but some kids' book read alongs too. I might still have to look into it because you never know what kid books are. We've been thank you. Canopy. Got it. Ooh, Melmac is in trouble. You're like the little sister. Ooh, Melmac in trouble.
Like the middle grade lunchroom when somebody gets called to the principal's office.
Yes.
The thing is I can totally hear Hannah voice in my head.
Yes. Right? Right? Exactly. Haha, Hannah, yes. And we are free range here, so we never know what livestock might show up on the property. Oh,
that's
wow.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yes, counts are wonderful, but hide anything that moves or looks like a bug to them. Have two of them. Christmas trees are like
Canada's Wonderland.
Exactly.
Yep.
You should be looking around. You should be. I once caught one of my cats wandering around with my friend's eyeglasses in his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen those memes of like when dogs get people's dentures in their mouths and they're trying to eat them, but the way they're holding them, it looks like the dentures are like they're wearing them because of they hold them where the gums are.
Yeah. I've seen them.
LOL, I'm a little sister, so that's exactly what I did to my sister. See? I can totally picture Hannah doing that.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally. Behind a wall, not just like out in the open where she might get caught, like behind a wall going.
Probably opens her door and is like, and then closes
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I hid a spool of ribbon, or so I thought. And when I woke up the next morning, my cat had the ribbon spilled all over the floor.
Oh,
They can
no.
find anything, I think.
My best friend had 2 Maine Coons, which are the really big cats, right?
Yeah.
And she made dinner one night, had a leftover pork chop, put it on the counter to cool for her husband to put in his lunch the next day.
Oh.
So her and her hubby are watching TV that night, and all of a sudden you see the cat walk across the living room dragging a pork chop.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. I don't remember how it got started, but this was for a dog, but somebody I knew in college had a dog that was into everything, and it was terrified of measuring tapes that you like pulled out, and then that like so like anytime anywhere he didn't want the dog to go, he could pull out that measuring tape and just pull it just like a little and set it out, and the dog like it had like a 3 feet like not going any
Wow.
closer, like anywhere, and it would not go over that threshold because it was scared to death of the measuring tape.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
It's like, dang, it's like the Matrix or something.
Actually, I can tell you, my ex sliced his hand open with that. Him and his brother were playing when they were kids, and his brother let go, and it
Oh,
sliced straight through his palm. So it can be dangerous.
yes.
You got to be careful with them.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. That's brothers for you right there.
Right? And this is totally sisters and Hannah. I may have been the instigator. You can probably take out the may part. I'm just guessing or saying. There's a meme of a little girl grinning and darting her eyes back and forth. That is Hannah. Yes, right? Yes. Heading back to work. Bye, Hannah.
Bye.
The whole county is free range. My daughter's new house was just built in a subdivision on the edge of the nearest town, and the cows periodically show up in the neighborhood. Oh my god, that's a cozy. Where do you live?
It sounds like Cozy's place with the chickens and stuff.
Yeah, where do you live? Well, cows are a lot different than chickens walking into your neighborhood, but in your subdivision. But where
She's a zonie, ain't she?
I think so. Yeah, she might be. One Christmas, one of my cats climbed up our Christmas tree and just rested himself on one of the limbs. Took us a while to find him. Well, he was an ornament.
I get to see it looking all over the house trying to find your cat, and it's just up there lazing around in the Christmas tree.
I thought you were going to say he became the like star or something, like the topper.
Curled up on top, yeah.
You think? Exactly. See? Exactly. By instigator. I mean, Hannah. All right. Do you guys want to do one more sprint and we'll read till the top of the hour?
Sure.
Okay. So Nadine said the actual city I live in uses cloud library for its e-reading. I haven't explored that one yet. I have library cards from all over Maricopa. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Arizona. I like cloud.
None of mine has
too. She was swinging limb to limb. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me put up the banner, reading till the top of the hour. All right, everyone, happy reading.
Hello, dear.
How's everybody's friends?
Good. I've made it to halfway through Spineless, so not too bad.
Awesome. Awesome.
Sorry, my computer all of a sudden just shut down, and then, you know,
It happens.
we've encountered an error, and this is the blue screen of death.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad it came back up. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. But I'm about 60% of the way through the book now. I got about 2 more hours left on it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. I am at 83% in Much Ado About Nothing. So I definitely will be finishing it at some point today.
Excellent.
Probably after I get back from my Meemaws.
Hmm.
Let me see. It looks like that was so Susan or Cajun said that she found that book that I said I'd never heard of and on free on Kindle and
Ooh.
Space and as a restaurant prompt. Nice.
Nice.
Leslie's headed to watch the Kentucky Derby.
Awesome.
Have a great day. 2 hours left. Amazing, Jane.
Nice.
Hi, Ace Spumoni. It's good to see ya. Anita said, I made it to page 83. Excellent. Excellent. What do you guys have coming up on your channels?
I have my wrap up that I still need to edit, and then my vlog for I usually try to get out on Sundays. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got the vlog tomorrow. I've already edited most of it. I'm just going to do today's clip and add it in. And then next week I'm going to do an author spotlight.
Oh,
I think,
cool.
on Sarah Morgan, if anyone's familiar with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like doing those. People seem to really enjoy them. So
Awesome. I'm doing my April wrap up tomorrow. And then normally I do it earlier, but everything was kind of back a week from being sick. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And then I have one more 5 non-book facts for Amanda Flower that will go up later in the week.
I love those. They're so much fun.
So I have that. And then, yeah. Does anybody have sprints tonight that you know of?
Krista from Books and Jams. I
Books
saw
and
it.
Jams.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was looking 7 or
Yes.
7:30 tonight, Eastern Standard.
Okay, so if anybody's looking for sprints tonight, and then the Friday sprint is moving to Monday. Is that coming this Monday?
yes, it'll be on Lee's channel, and it'll be at 7 Eastern instead of 6.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's actually really good for me because I was thinking that I might have to miss a bunch of the Fridays in May because June, because Kevin gets here the 29th or the 30th. He's not sure what day, but Memorial Day weekend. And he'll be here through the 4th of July. So I will probably be busy like on those weekends going out and doing things. So
yeah, it's just going to be easier for me and Lee because then we can switch off back and forth, and
For
Lee
sure.
can get to host some because she hasn't been able to do that.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I think it works out for everybody. 14 pages.
Great job.
Nice, Melmac. You more than doubled from last time. Look at that. Maria, I always wanted to make a video, but I'm embarrassed. Don't have guts. LOL. You should just do if you want to make one. That's the only thing. The only way to start is just by doing it.
Go back and watch some big booktubers' first videos. Believe me.
You'll.
If you've seen any of my videos, I mean, I stammer over things all the time. I I'm one of those that I have something I want to say, but as soon as I push record, it just goes away,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what it was. So I stammer and stutter over how to talk about the book or whatever. People still watch them, so don't be afraid if I can do it, because I said I have stageless fright instead of stage fright, because I push record and whoop, there it goes. I can't remember
Exactly.
anything.
And Maria, over time, it will get to feel more natural and
natural.
easier. And
Yeah, it's hard
know.
to talk to the camera because you're trying to treat it like somebody you're talking to. It takes a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But you should totally, give it a shot if it's something that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Francis, okay, doing Discord sprints at 6. Nice.
Yeah, he does his voice sprints.
Mel said, yeah. Jinx, great minds. Oh boy. The two of you together. Oh boy. I filmed my first wrap up today and I repeated words so many times. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Happens to everybody. LOL.
I don't even think I want to go back and look at my first video because I still think I'm like really bad at it. So I can just imagine whenever I first started.
Yeah, I can imagine all the what I work on is the ums.
Yeah, I do a lot of ums and oh, and
I have a lot of transition words that I use so much, like all right, next, so, and I'm like, oh, it's just over and over again. So
I'm just now learning to try to, if I screw up, to like just to pause,
yeah,
and then start again, and then I can edit that out.
Yep. In the beginning, I feel like you always start the video completely over, and then it takes like 6 hours to film one video, and I'm like, oh, that's the biggest advice to tell someone is like, just take like 10 seconds of a pause, and then start again with exactly what you're saying. You can edit all that out. Don't lose all your other stuff.
It took me probably a couple of years to even learn how to remember to do that. So
I've been doing this now for 6 years, and Friday's video, the one to pick my next book, I'm not kidding in that video when I said I did it 8 times. I literally, when I uploaded that video to my computer, it was 40 minutes long, and I had to cut 35 of it because it was me just restarting. I'm like, am I new? Like, how can I not do this?
I've had those starts before. It's like, okay, and this is what I'm going to say. No, I don't like that pause. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I really have to say that? I feel like I repeat myself a lot, especially in my reading vlogs, because it's like, I can't remember what I talked about with this book, the previous clip. And so it's like, oh, I don't want to repeat myself, but I probably do like a million times.
All the time. Well, Max said, Tiffany, are there any author interview chats coming up not in the next month, but a lot around August, September time?
Awesome.
That must be when a lot of new releases are happening.
Yeah. That's why blogging is easier. My thing is, I'm much better at talking than writing.
Oh gosh, yes.
I want to say blogging. I'm a blogger too. I haven't been blogging quite as much as I used to since I have my YouTube channel, but I still struggle with like how to word things or how to say things even whenever I'm doing that. And I'm not really good with grammar, so it's probably better for me to just talk about it and try to write it down.
Well, that's people usually have a strength. They like one or the other better. Like for Anita, she really likes the blogging. I started with the blog and then I was like, okay, this is not going to work for me. So I, because of a lot of the things Storm said, but just in general, like I'm just a much better talker than I am.
When I first started out, I've looked at some of my blogs from like posts from like when I first started, and like they're like this big, like I liked it. I like these characters, and it's like, oh, that's so horrible.
Because the thing for me, like when I get talking, I think of something else. And I'm like, yeah, and I want to make that point.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times, especially when I'm reviewing like a book like for NetGalley, I'll go back to my weekly reading vlog. I'll actually rewatch and I'll type and I'll take notes. And then I'll do my like written review, which is still a piece of garbage. But anyway, it's for NetGalley. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like
they just want to make sure know if you liked it or not. So
yeah, it was good. happy face.
And then you can always get like, go to my YouTube and watch it if you want.
Like here's the link.
I would rather watch the normal videos versus this like one's more like visiting friends. I agree. They definitely seem more natural because
so I've tried to not clean them up as much as I wanted to. Like when I stumble over words, I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep going. And
the only times I really cut stuff out is if I do something, like if I say something that I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
could be spoiler.
That needs to go.
or I'm like, wait. That could be a spoiler. Back it up. Okay, so we'll go back.
That too.
Yeah, I definitely leave way more in now. I'm just like, because this is just how I talk. So
yeah, and I think I have like my normal viewers and stuff, and so I'm like, they know how I am whenever I'm on here. Because I mean, you guys have. Whenever I try to tell you what my book is about, even talking like this, I'm like, I can't remember, and that's pretty much how my videos are. So.
Nadine said, Anita, I enjoy your blogs. Yeah. And then Mom said, yeah, looking forward to them. Yeah, there's a bunch coming up that I think will be really good. I'm excited about. My sister says she likes my reading vlog videos where I'm filming selfie styles. She says I'm more natural in those. Yeah. Awesome. Love it. I really love genuine booktube community. I can feel it here. I just started reading again after raising my family, and I forgot how much I love reading. I love that, Maria.
Yay.
That's awesome. Well, if there's ever any way, if you decide you want to make a video and there's ever any way I can help you, I mean, don't rely on me in technical sense.
Oh, God, no.
Me.
I still don't already know you have a lot of people
who will go and like you and sub to you, because we'll all do that. We're very
so. That's where my support could come from. Yeah. Hey, Maria's got a new video up. But
I love watching some of these getting started with booktube videos, and they're like, make sure you have a good camera and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I have the Samsung S20 that I've been using for
right? I film on my phone too.
Yep. Stack of books to sit it on.
I love that those ones that have those really fancy microphones that are hanging down and we're over here to the side, but I'm like, no, that's just not me.
This is a hobby.
Right. Agree. Jane, have you thought about releasing a video chronicling their time behind bars, like a reality, gritty, cozy account of a side of killing time with cozies we don't typically see? Oh my God, you could like interview people. Like,
oh my God, that would be such a great joke video, Jane. Like for an booktube anniversary.
That would be amazing. Great idea, Mel. I'm telling you, interview some people. Jane just never seemed like the type, y'all.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch someone who is thinking. Sorry, I started thinking about interviews of like people like being interviewed like they do on those documentaries. Oh my God. Okay. That really. Whew. I'd much rather watch someone who is thinking about what they are saying or etc. than just being perfect. Oh well, then you like my videos, Kate.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Face, right. I love your encouragements. I can feel the boost. Oh, awesome. We can talk about how she changed after, right? Exactly. Like the before and after interviews.
Yeah. She used to be.
She now carries around rib shanks. I just little.
And that tattoo is really something to see.
It's always the ones you never suspect. Not like the reveals and cozies. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know how they always are like, they interview the neighbor and they're like, you just never saw it coming.
Yeah.
I remember when Jane was such a nice girl and here she is being in jail and all that stuff. And it's just changed her so much.
It's so quiet and sweet. We never suspected a thing.
Yeah.
Then you interview like some jailhouse people, like she was my cellmate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all thought she was so sweet and innocent,
taught me
but
how
I
to
had to share a
knit.
jail cell with her.
She taught me how to knit and gave me a tattoo with the same needle. It's always the ones, yeah. I love that. Maria's like, maybe I should just back up and quietly leave. They'll never notice a thing.
Yeah. Don't
Sorry,
let the door-
she used to
Hopefully, we
be
haven't run
very
her off
bright,
yet.
right? It got so hard in there, Mel. She got so hard in there. Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. So it looks like there's Discord voice sprints at 6 p.m. on Mr. Francie's
Mhm.
Discord, and then at, would you say 7 or
7 or
7:30?
7:30. I can't remember what time.
On Books and Jam.
Yes.
She's doing reading sprints.
Is
So if
that
y'all
like
are looking for
Eastern?
reading sprints,
Is that Eastern?
Eastern. Yes.
all right, everyone. For us, we will see you on Monday.
Yes.
And we look forward to it. And then Wednesday, and we'll be back all over again. Yay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Bye,
Bye,
Sarah.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Tom.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Jane, take care of that tat.